it's sneaking if Varys wasn't paying attention.
I don't get the. I don't get...
He doesn't know.
Yeah, if you go unnoticed, it's sneaking.
I see. It's less about the intention and more about what the result is.
They clearly intended to join without saying anything.
They did join silently, correct?
They do that frequently, though.
Well, at least, I mean, Konnor told us what's going on with him.
Yes.
Voraktee?
Yeah, I know. Voraktee, I guarantee you, he was like, I'm awake. I'm here, but I have to go put my soup in the microwave and brush my teeth so I can eat before session.
Soup sounds weirdly good right now.
I'd go for some soup.
For lunch, yes.
Was I right, though?
I'm getting the timeline is vaguely correct, but more so that I ran to QT for a sandwich and to fill up my giant teacup because none of my other drinks are cold.
I see. Cold soup. Kind of close. I was pretty close.
Cold soup.
Cold soup. Cold drink. Cold soup.
I'll ballpark that.
Yeah, I would consider tea a soup.
Really?
I think for all intents and purposes, any cold drinkable thing is basically a cold soup.
You do have to put physical ingredients into water and boil them to make the tea. So even if it's cold by the end of it.
I mean, by that logic, I'm willing to consider most liquid soup, to be honest. But
yeah, by that logic, every liquid is a soup.
I mean, sure, but like some people really like a soup that has no texture. And are you not just drinking a liquid at that point?
I mean, like a blended soup has some solid basis before you blended it that makes it a soup.
Sure, but now you're like, to me, that doesn't matter.
Right. Well, because you just want to confirm that you were the most correct about your hypothesis with what was going on with Voraktee. Therefore, liquids are soup.
All liquids are soup, correct, absolutely.
Okay, great.
This is the problem with having been sent to my room all my life, is I can convince myself of anything.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think tea is soup.
Is ice not an ingredient in tea? Or is that like a condiment?
Tea. I feel like it's closer to a condiment.
I see. So you like put condiments in your drinks?
Sometimes, I mean, lime in a Coca-Cola or something, that's a condiment, isn't it?
Often I have condiments in my coffee.
Team?
I think it's the lime juice that's the condiment, not the lime itself. That's an ingredient.
Oh, so if you put the whole lime wedge in it, then it's an ingredient. But if it's just the juice.
Oh, so if we put lime, if we like squeeze the lime and then put the lime in the water,
right?
That is now soup.
Condiment, and then it's soup.
Right, because it's like a solid ingredient, and that's your definition, Sarah.
God damn it.
We cracked the code. We cured cancer.
See if we just talk about things for long enough, we'll come to the conclusion.
Yeah, the conclusion that you wanted from the start.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right.
In my TED Talk, I will explain how we will use the brain to kill the fish people.
What a fantastic warm-up.
Speaking of warm-ups, who wants to give the recap?
Bartolordine is in the city dungeons. There.
Mitchel was forgotten about in the city dungeons there.
I don't think I wrote anything down from last session. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have a very good memory of it.
It was a poor time for a 2-week break. Sorry.
Yeah, the break jumbles our brains a little, I think.
So unfortunately, your immunity totem is obliterated, Sarah, because I know you're the only one who wrote anything down.
Oh, I see. You're once again weaponizing our conversations against me. When I told you that last session I just did nothing but writing. Damn.
Well, here's the thing: is I know you always be writing.
Yeah.
You love your ABWs. I love my ABCs, and you love your ABWs. It is what it is.
What's the C stand for?
Always be casting.
Yeah.
Right.
Moto, you'd be a good politician, like a sassy politician. Like you'd be known as the sassy politician.
Going right.
We have a whole bit about me becoming the president.
So yeah, I agree. Okay. Well, let's see how much sense my notes made.
Also, I apologize, Sarah, but is your microphone just a little farther away from your face than usual?
No, it's right in my face, but I can turn up the sensitivity.
No, it's okay. Don't turn it up. I can turn you up. Leave your shit where it is.
Okay.
Maybe turn it up
Thank you.
just a little bit, because I've got you turned as far up as I can, and my levels have you a little bit lower than everyone else.
Okay, is this better?
Yes.
Well, you guys can just let me know. If I need to turn myself up more, I will.
All right.
No, you good.
Great.
I had you at 60% at first, so.
Everybody turned me up. Fantastic. Okay. So we started last session with Ogwyn arriving to the tower with his contingent of soldiers and the whole shuffling of getting them through and into Temel. Steris went. We had a little bit of downtime with the whole soldier shuffling, so we split up a bit in Temel. Steris went back to the tea house where she had met with Scry previously and did a bit more research on souls, came to the realization that the soul that is now Ark's came to be a soul in its own right by like just being bombarded with a number of souls. And Steris activated her vengeful sight, found her closest target moving far to the south in Sarosa. Scene and Turkon did a bit of shopping and were reprimanded by Isha for being a bit rude to the shopkeep. Isha and Turkon had a bit of a conversation about that prayer Turkon gave to Vezgal at the end of our last encounter. And Isha had asked Scene and Turkon for help being some strong guy escorts while she was moving into a like sketchy part of the city to sell some things. We ended up, Isha sent ascending to Vasicia, updating her about our success and stating that she had hoped Vasicia was successful in her own endeavors. We didn't get a response from Vasicia. She like clearly received the message, but then didn't say anything. And then Turris invites Ogwyn to go to the moon with us. We'll see if that happens. And Turris had a meeting with the Ordines, got his, was reviewing the order he placed for a bunch of, like, badges. We gathered in the war room to meet with Queen Redmore and kind of discuss our next steps. Isha dropped the plan on us that we're going to be going to Eden, which was completely out of nowhere. She also said, by the way, my daughter's going to be showing up here in like a flood of blood, and she'll turn into a big, beautiful flaming tree. So we have that to look forward to. But the reasoning for us to go to Eden is that Isha has a promise to keep, and hopefully the time away will make the second sorrow comfortable enough to descend and land. so we can come down upon them from the moon to spring our trap. There was a whole bunch of stuff at the end with Isha talking to her followers, ordering them to stay in Songale. Dravis passed the test, and he and Evanon are going to the forest. And oh my god, so much more stuff came. Isha offered the moon to Denala, and she said no, because she wants to try to pursue the path to return home. There was a bit of tension there. And Martel is in the dungeon. I think that's it for the most part.
Thank you for confirming that Martel's in the dungeon.
Yeah.
In my notes, you want to know something so funny, Sarah?
Huh?
I have in my notes it says sorry I lied. But sorry I lied because I actually did write down stuff. I just didn't think that was last session.
Okay.
Wait, sorry I lied is what you wrote for session right now?
No. It's a part of my reflection, like one of my new reflection thingies that I did session now, and it says sorry I lied about. Oh, it's sorry. It's something I liked, and I like to not have, but I don't. Obviously, I write like shit, so it says looks like I said sorry I lied.
Got you.
I need to get a different colored pen for that, I think.
That is an important distinction if that's something you're going to be doing in your notes. I find it helpful. I always have two pen colors. One where I'm writing as me, Sarah, reacting to stuff, and the other one where I'm writing things happening in the game.
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
Yeah, it's always fun to go back and read like what I'm crashing out about. And I'm like, oh, haha, you're so funny.
It will clarify.
Please clarify.
Technically, Isha is the source of information that Martel is in the dungeon.
Uh-huh.
The canon thing is that Martel, no one knows where Martel is actually.
Yeah, you have one person who thinks that he was taken off somewhere by Isha's people for a trial. And then you have Isha saying, no, I didn't do that. And that's technically the information that you have.
I love when it's technically the information we have. Uh-oh. All right.
Mm.
Well, one of the last things I wrote was Isha gave Turris a collar to test on Martel. So
There's that.
I guess we'll see if Turris finds Martel.
So, thank you for the recap. Any additional comments or any such things before we move on? All right.
Yeah, I don't have nothing.
I don't forgive you.
So, last we left you guys, you had returned to Songale after a victory at Veil Breach and several shocking events therein, such as Isha splitting the sky even further open. And you returned to Songale, more or less, heroes. Celebrated in the city already. There were many people trying to sign up to join the Aincrad coalition, trying to sign up to contribute to this fight after you had spread your names around the city a little bit before taking off on this big battle. Thank you. Yes. And you had a relatively quiet day to catch your breath before moving on to your next steps. The soldiers, Ogwyn and his company, arrived at the tower. You escorted them to the city, and caught up with your various contacts that you have around. Took a moment to catch your breath, resupply, that kind of thing. And then Isha informed you all that you should head across the sea to Eden. It is with that potential objective in your sights, and some talk of climbing Tower Aincrad as you travel across the sea, where we'll rejoin you guys. I think we left you last kind of in town, still preparing, not quite back to the Arcs. So perhaps we'll reconvene with the party at the skiff at the side of the lake. With party members reconvening there at their leisure. Who do you think arrives? Who do you think is already kind of gathering there pretty quickly?
Isha would not be gathering there because she would already be on the Arcs.
I love it.
Well, I'm just saying, when we left off, I was at the tower.
That's fair. That's true.
So you might love it, but it doesn't make sense for me to be on the floor again.
Then, in fact, the Golden Girls from the tower are arriving on the skiff as the party is gathering there. The rest of the party is gathering there.
I see.
I think I was working on the core, right, Crystal?
Yeah,
I think that's
you
true
and
too.
Isha
Yeah.
were both already on the Arcs.
Yes.
I think it was me, Turkon, and Scene that were lingering. Oh, yeah. Steris will be at the skiff, perhaps waiting for it to come down.
Okay.
Wearing her newly purchased armor.
Excellent. It does arrive, maybe as Turkon and Scene are themselves arriving. And you see Isha's followers and associates on there. You see Dravis, Evanon, Asilia, and I think Trevere as well. I think they're all... I think everyone else is already about the city doing their own tasks. So you see those four land the skiff, start hopping out, give you some nods. I think the other three probably continue past you all, but Asilia will kind of like stop next to you, Steris, and say, it sounds as though your next destination is Eden. Isha and Turis have some business at the Great Tree. I will not be traveling with you across the ocean, but I will be meeting you there.
I knew Isha had business at the tree, but Turis?
Celia kind of looks thoughtful for a moment, but also maybe like she's said too much, said something you don't know yet. But she will nod and say, I believe both of their help will be needed there.
And you're meeting us there. Business to attend to here in Songale before then?
Yes, Isha has requested assistance keeping the city safe, looking over things while you are all gone.
That's wise, considering we're trying to bait a ship into landing in this area. Good to know there'll be plenty of support left behind.
Indeed. And she'll kind of like look up to where that dot would be in the sky, they've pulled back far enough that it's actually like a little bit hard to see that violet light in the sun, in the sunlight. But you do know that it's there.
Looking up at the veil together, Stars will ask Cecilia, gazing at that, how does it make you feel? Is it a sign of hope for the future, or disrespect of the past?
She kind of furrows her brow. She says, it makes me feel anxious. But I do believe it's time to move forward. Whichever side of the veil I might end up on.
I'm relieved that we're of the same mind. And whichever side you end up on will be the side you're meant to be.
She'll she'll give you a smile, soft smile, and like a nod, appreciating the words of encouragement.
Well then, I'll see you in Eden.
Safe travels. And she will step away and start heading toward the city.
Turgon, scene, let's get going.
And
Get
Yeah,
on the
let's
skip
go.
and ride it.
yeah, you'll go ahead and hop on, head up to the Arcs. What would you guys like to do? I don't know if you are departing immediately, if you have business discussions before you head out. Anyone seek anyone out?
Yeah.
I have 2 orders of business. One of them being Martle.
Very well. How would you like to go about that order of business?
We don't have to do it first, though. Yeah,
Okay.
if we want to do stuff. I'm just letting you know.
Stairs would seek out Isha. Which I guess would lead me to the tower, I believe.
No, she is. I'm assuming this is kind of like the next day.
I think it's that evening.
Oh, okay.
I should have done a nice clean cut the next day.
No, it's fine. She is watching the sun set, so she's like on the western side of the arc, sort of just like meditating.
Good to know that the sun sets in the west here too, because it would have been wild if it was like in the north or something.
Well, I don't know where it actually sets. I just am assuming.
It does go east to west.
Very original.
I thought of the things to make strange. Perhaps the direction of the sun was a safe thing to keep familiar.
We gotta have some stuff that's familiar. Stairs will approach her, and instead of just immediately starting to talk, that wasn't well received last time. She'll stand close enough that you're aware she's there, but she'll wait, not wanting to interrupt. And instead of looking at the sunset, Steris is looking at the tear in the veil.
Yes.
Is now a good time?
There is no time like the present.
I'm finding myself in need of some guidance. You gifted me this some time ago, and I thought that I'd know what to do with it intuitively, and she's kind of like motioning to her staff. But it feels like I'm not getting anywhere. Is it just a matter of time? Or is there a step I'm missing?
The caterpillar does not know why it makes a cocoon. You will know in time.
Right. So it's just a matter of trusting my intuition then.
She sort of shifts. You trusting your instincts is something you should always strive to do. You could force it, but it is not important to do so. If you do not feel like you know or that you are not ready, then perhaps it is simply a matter of time. I cannot really give you any advice here. Everyone's journey is different.
She'll turn her gaze away from Isha back up to the tear in the sky. She'll imagine, like, as the sun is setting, we're kind of in twilight, maybe like the first stars are appearing in the sky. And she'll say the stars are strange, unfamiliar as I look through that tear. Like cold, unblinking eyes. Like I can't look away from it. Feels like if I am to guide them, as you say, if I'm to lead those who wish to leave this world, I have to be able to look into this void, to face it. But I'm feeling uncertain, like I'm unable to trust my instincts. Like I'm charting a new course that's unfamiliar. And I'm supposed to just wait until I feel ready? Feels like it's too pressing for me to allow myself that kind of patience.
Isha, like, sort of stands up and she is sort of like unfurling herself from her pose. And she sort of leans over you a little bit. Well, when the time comes, I could simply thrust you up there. If you need a little shove. She sort of tilts her head.
Something tells me you'd do that anyway if you thought it was right.
Everyone needs a little push now and again.
She'll kind of look up at you and give a bit of a smile. I guess that's one thing I can rely on.
I trust that you'll make the right decisions for yourself.
But the decisions I'm making aren't just for myself anymore. I think that's what I'm struggling with.
But they are. You are not yet guiding them through the stars, and you will not be alone. Right now, I think it is simply important to focus on you. You're trying to gaze at something that is too near, but also too far away. So of course it is incredibly uncertain. You are in the middle of the cloud right now, and you are trying to gaze 3 feet ahead of you. And in fact, you are finding that it is still cloud.
I have to wait for it to pass, or to move through it, but I have no idea how big it is.
The size of the cloud does not matter. Isha spins and turns to finish watching the sun sort of go completely down. Right now, the important thing is to focus on you. Worrying about other people is a valiant effort, but you are not yet at a state where you can truly make decisions for others. Not at least considering your mission.
What I truly want to focus on right now is saving my sisters. But I feel like I have to progress in order to make that happen. And the longer I take, the longer they go. Focus on me, huh? Not on the things I want.
I think that saving your sisters is partially a distraction that you're using to distract yourself. If you believe that the Arcs can keep your sisters safe, then there is nothing to worry about until you are sure of your ability to save them.
I know that the Arc said that she can be in there indefinitely, but I can't help but worry about long-term effects. Perhaps that's another distraction.
There's nothing stopping you from coinciding these two paths. I think you simply see them as separate. A path to personal power is a path to being able to control and save whoever you wish.
What's the view like outside the cloud? Hopeful?
Solitary.
And how are you feeling about that? She'll motion to the tear in the sky. Quite a triumph.
It is not enough. But it is a start.
And your daughter? Will we get a chance to meet her before we depart?
I doubt it. Maybe when we start leaving, you will see her, what's the word, slide across the ocean. However, do not expect a warm welcome. Last time we spoke, it was bloody.
I see. So we're not looking forward to a warm reunion upon our return.
It might be warm. Sorry, Isha wouldn't have laughed, but that's so funny. It's so funny to me.
Funny. Sounds like unpleasantly so. I bumped into Asilia on my way up here. She mentioned that you and Turris have business in Eden. I was under the impression we were simply going for a promise you had to fulfill. What business does Turris have there?
Turris is the promise. I'm sure that Danella means to undermine me in some way. But that is the game we play. And I'm happy to see where it goes.
Do all gods seek to undermine each other?
It is the nature of the game.
That's a practice I'll have to familiarize myself with.
I guess I can't say all. Many of us are quite separate from the others.
Are you speaking from personal experience or observation?
Yes.
Does Isha have the tablet?
Yes. It's just sort of like sitting next to her, though.
Is it like, is the writing facing out?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. I will look at it again.
Very well.
I don't know what language it's in, or if I speak it, but
You do not speak. You do not.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I just want to look at it.
You do get a good look, even though you don't speak the language.
Great. She'll take it in for a moment and ask, Is that what you consider light reading? Giant stone tablet.
It's no, it is quite arduous.
Well, you wouldn't put in the effort, arduous though it may be, without reason. What is it?
It is it is like your spellbook. However, this is simply a much older version of it, I suppose. It contains magics that were available to me at the height of my power. And I am glad to have had the foresight to have someone write them down.
At the height of your power. So you're reclaiming it. I like that. We could use all the edges we could get for what's to come.
On that we agree. As she stands up, we should go find the rest of them and depart. The ship can pilot itself, and there's no reason for us to tarry here for that much longer.
Let's go round them up then.
So you head back inside looking for the other party members. Turris, how far do you think you've gotten?
In terms of like looking for Martel?
Yes. Have you hopped on the skiff as soon as it arrived? Are you what are you up to in this moment?
Turris would linger on the arcs for as long as he thought he could do some good in repairs. And then when he immediately is done, he will translocate back to the castle.
Got you. Got it. So Stares at Isha, where do you go looking?
He'll let Crystal know where he's going though.
Yeah.
I kind of, so my thing is like Isha had like a whole like hour-long conversation, and they only really like talked more for another like 5 minutes after I left, realistically.
That's fair.
So I kind of imagine that this is all happening sort of simultaneously rather than like sequentially.
Probably, yes. All right. So, Turris, you hop on the skiff as soon as it's back, or as soon as you are free. Once the skiff is available. Oh, you don't hop on the skiff. Sorry. I'm so sorry. You translocate. That's fine. So you hop back into the castle.
And I would also let Crystal have them know if I take longer than when we're anticipating moving out, he'll catch up.
Very well. So you translocate to the castle. You leave these messages behind. Where do you go once you're there? Do you go straight to the dungeon?
Yeah. When
Very well.
I'm operating on assumption here, so.
Okay. Okay. So you head to the dungeon. You don't really get stopped by anyone as you head there. People know your face now. You are respected and known in the castle at this point, as is the party. So you're able to make your way to the dungeon, no problem. And you, you head to the dungeon, and then there's someone on guard outside the door to the dungeon, and he kind of gives you a bow. How can I help you, Mr. Aincrad?
Well met. I'm looking for Moto Oradine.
He kind of gives you a curious look. It's like, I believe some of your associates have already retrieved him.
He blinks for a moment. My associates said that they had no need for him, so I assumed that he wound up here.
I can come with me, and he'll open up the door. He'll start kind of like walking between the cells, kind of like looking into each one, and then he stops in front of one in particular. He's like, "Hey, that's what I thought. Is it the one that he was being kept in? He's not been returned in my absence."
Iris will just blink and inspect the cell for a moment to see if there's like anything strange. Probably not, but that's what he'd do. And return to the guard and be like, man, this is a quandary now, isn't it? Are there no official records that the castle keeps of any prison transfers or anything?
Oh, there are, of course. This way, and I'll lead you kind of back to the front and starts like rifling through a desk, pulls out like a book. It's like a ledger's not the right word, but a log of like people who've gone in and out, who's taken prisoners out, that kind of thing. So he kind of like flips it open. And then back like a couple of pages, back 2 days. And kind of like scans, pulls his finger down to the page, and then kind of taps it a couple of times. He's right there. Yes, he was retrieved on behalf of your Ashal Malo. I believe a new recruit to your cause from Ida's flock. I believe the name here is Maya Arlen.
Whomst? Can you say that one more time?
Maya Arlen? Are you not familiar with that name?
Am I familiar with that name? I don't remember it. It's not in my notes, I don't think.
Isha, would you be familiar with that name? You would not. You would not be familiar with that name.
I
Yeah.
I can't say anything. I can't say anything, so
Very well.
I don't know what the hell that is. So.
like I think Turris knows a number of the Seekers, but Turris doesn't
Yeah.
know all of them.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, there are probably 2 that he probably doesn't actually know, really.
First doesn't usually make it his business to like know all Isha's followers, but now he's starting to think maybe he should.
She looks. I hope you don't mind me saying, quite fetching in the new golden regalia she got from your companion.
That's very nice.
Immediately pissed off.
And you said you're recruited from Idlewolf?
Yes, one of her soldiers, quite high up, if I understand, formerly, from what I understand. And I think you're not making any. It doesn't sound like you're making too many efforts to hide your surprise and annoyance.
I'm not annoyed at him. I'm
Yes.
annoyed at the situation, but yes.
All the same, he is quickly becoming nervous.
I guess I don't even need to talk to Ida Wolf about this. I don't think she could tell me anything useful aside from history of this person, and I don't think Chris would care about that at the moment.
And she's not even here.
Yes, she
Yeah.
she did depart while you guys were off heading to the fight.
And then, okay, and then I guess you wouldn't have any record of the last time she was here, would you? Like, I don't think Terrace would know that, or anyone that's seen her, talked to her, etc.
Maya, or
Yes.
she arrived, I believe, about the same time you lot did arrived with Idlewolf. All that nasty business. Before you went to Manor Oradine.
Track?
What was that?
I said, oh, that would track?
Oh, sorry.
Was she one of the ones that was fighting with us in the throne room?
Yeah. I think the name Maya is starting to ring a bell. You can now like place the face. And yeah, she was like stormed into the throne room with you guys, was part of the skirmish getting rid of the Ruchalics when they were trying to zap your memories. She's been there for a few of those encounters, traveled down here with you guys initially, and yeah, was performing duties as assigned by Ida.
An illustrious pawn Isha found herself with. All right, thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
He breathes a huge sigh of relief. He's like, happy to help. Sorry you've been surprised by this.
Oh, I should be used to the surprises by now.
There are a lot of them going around, I suppose. I hope
Say
the
that
rest of
again.
your day is more fruitful.
Thank you. We'll give a curt bow and head off.
Wipes some sweat off his
Starison.
brow as you leave.
Steris and I now talking to Crystal. What do you mean he left?
Yeah. I
Do you
think you went,
mean
Record scene in Turkon. Where did he go?
you went to ask for like the whereabouts of your party, and Crystal's just like, Turkon is in the galley. Scene is in the galley. Turris has departed. I believe Turris did. I believed he was informed me that he was on his way to Castle Songale.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to make a big old thing about it. I just thought it would be funny if.
What do you mean?
Guy was doing his calibrations.
First for the calibration.
Turris, where do you go?
Okay, well, I have one more order of business that's going to take me like an hour or two.
Okay.
But if it is the evening, it's the perfect time to do it, actually.
It is the evening.
Actually, one side thing, what is it? The home office in Songale, has that been started yet, or is that still going to take some time?
They have a location, and they have a dingy desk that hastily acquired and put there, and they are finding files and maps and tables and chairs and everything else. But there is a location.
All right. Excellent. So my side order of business is I'm simply going to go there, appraise it, provide suggestions on resources and things to move in there if they're not already like being allocated, and then basically instruct whoever is going to head this location. We're going to take some of the mercs that we have in town. We're going to, not the Ash, or what is it at? Ash and...
Amber and Ash. But the other folks who've been signing up.
Yeah. Some of those guys, the better ones, and have them guard a room, and Turris is going to draw the door, his second door.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Excellent. Very cool. And I think you can put a mercenary in charge of you. Like, I do think you've gotten some recruits from like the one of the like watch captains, not like the full captain of the guard, but the shift lead of the guard. You've got some people who know how to organize people.
Sick. Get him.
Excellent. We'll say that that watch guard is named Taj.
Taj?
Taj.
Taj.
I perhaps need to look up the pronunciation of this name. Taj. Very well.
Yeah, you can also pronounce it like Teague, like Tegan.
I see. These guys, we'll go with Teague.
Captain Teague. I like it.
But the folks in Temel have the more common influenced pronunciations for sure.
Why not? After all, the sun does set in the west.
He's never gonna let that one go.
I don't understand.
Guys, it's simply a callback.
God. When does callback feel like a grudge, like a sticking point?
Like a thorn in your, like a thorn he's stabbing you with, yeah.
So anyway, Teague gets set up, and he'll organize this office.
Excellent. I'll do all the pleasantries with him. Pleasure to meet you, yada yada. But we don't have to roleplay for the sake of time, and get to very well know him. I'll have basically the entire conversation. The entire time I'm drawing the door, I'll have a conversation with him and get to know him and yada.
Sounds good.
And after that, I'm going to the taverns.
To the taverns. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to sow a rumor. I guess I'm gonna keep some of it vague because I don't know much about like Isha's sister coming in, but I do know that's happening. And that's gonna
Got
be
it.
wild. Like it's gonna be a two-parter of first part. I know people are unchill about the hole in the sky, and so he's gonna be like, but yeah, that was the plan all along. The coalition knew that was gonna happen, and now it's up to the people to defend themselves, and that's why the Aincrad coalition is gonna come in to make sure that happens.
Very well. Oh my god.
Yada yada.
You're
PR
not-
spin.
You cannot believe how long I've been on my starting screen and not our portrait screen. Go ahead and give me a
this is-
roll to sow that rumor.
This is what I get for not honey in the background. It's not embarrassing.
I know. I start typing it every time I do my go lives. So yeah, it'll take you about an hour for each rumor you would like to sow. And you can go ahead and give me the rolls for that whenever you're ready.
Can I use my unbelievably believable, even though it doesn't specify so rumor?
What's
Gather
the
information, make an impression, make a request, or lie.
Mm,
And so rumor I also have, and it says it would normally take you. It takes as long as it would normally take me to gather information.
I think in this case, I'm gonna say no.
Okay. In that case, is this hidden or no?
Yeah. And sorry, what does unbelievably believable do? What is that?
Your words echo with soothing and convincing power. When you attempt to check to gather information, make an impression, make a request, or lie, you can spend a mythic point to attempt the check at mythic proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Guess I could just...
Gotcha. And you don't have to you don't have to roll it hidden, by the way. In this case, since you are starting a rumor, you're trying to get word to spread through other people. Like, you could use this to convince one person, but that person might not convincingly spread the rumor to others. Okay.
So rumor itself is a secret check, but that's always optional, basically. It's
Got
not required.
So, you start to sow that rumor.
Is it a success or a crit success?
That is a... Let me double check. It's definitely a success. It is just barely a crit success.
Well, there you go. My rumor spreads like wildfire. Anyone who succeeds at a check to gather information on the specific subject learns your rumor in preference to other rumors about the subject. My rumor persists for a month.
Excellent. So yes, this rumor will spread through town, calm a lot of the worries that would have arose about the way, the way the sky opened up. And we'll go ahead and take your Aincrad up one.
Oh yeah. We are hiring.
Oh, we'll take it up two. We'll take it up two on the crit success. You got halfway back to what it would have been, if the show in the sky went exactly as your pregame story went.
Sure. Post games. It's the PR spin.
Yes, exactly.
Just for the sake of everyone in town, he'll also mention that Isha's sister. How would I phrase this to like rando people? That an omen of good is soon to arrive across the waves. How about that? Even if it seems super unchill visually, I guess.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. A seemingly ill omen brings good tidings. You start passing
so
that
funny.
fortune cookie around.
You're like
Yeah.
all this stuff that's all biblical terrors. You're like, it is actually good. I promise ye.
Oh,
It
our one man PR team.
it actually signals the beginning of Hot God Summer.
I got some. Do you want me to do another roll for that one?
Yeah, go ahead and throw that one out. How you feel about that?
I'll re-roll that, I guess.
Okay.
This is the less important of the two. This one is just for
Yeah,
mostly flavor,
they're-
just because Tourist is that kind of guy. But
right. This is a regular fail, so there's not like consequences. You're not hurting anything here. And there you have a success. So you have set expectations. You have prepared populace for some more weird happenings. All right, so you spend about 2 hours sowing rumors before you then return to the Ark. So I assume that's where you head after that.
Yep.
Okay. If anyone else wants to jump in with anything, totally fine. But toward the end of the night, otherwise, Tourist returns by way of the double tower door.
double tower door.
All right.
Are we? Is this one of the, it doesn't matter in the long run, but mechanically, I'm very curious.
Mhm.
If I'm like on the Songale side of the home office door,
Yes.
can I just flick that one to the Ark directly, or do I have to go back to the tower and then flick it behind me and then go into the Ark?
I think you in particular can kind of choose which door you're opening to
Cool.
when
like
you like pop open door.
Sick. Sounds good.
There actually is something I would like to do.
Excellent.
Heck yeah.
Sorry, I'm also sick right now, so
Uh-oh.
that's why my energy is like super low.
I'm sorry.
I want to go to the tower and make a shrine to Veskal using Mud
Ooh.
Buddy's help.
Okay. All right. Yeah, totally. He will happily aid with that.
And there's an offering I would like to do already. I would just like to take some rations that I have and just burn them in the shrine.
Okay. Very cool. Go ahead.
Also, I think it'd be awesome if they the world between worlds was a thing here.
I mean, it
What do you
can.
mean it's not just a network of doors and it looks like that?
It can't. I'm. Tourist is just saving you a few steps. It's like that.
I also
but
don't know if Voraktee has ever seen Star Wars Rebels. So
he ought to.
I agree.
I triple that.
If you would like, well, okay. So you've made this shrine. You present this offering. You have not. Go ahead and give me a religion check. Okay. This is not a particularly difficult thing to know. You've made the shrine. You can there is a ritual that can sanctify the shrine. It make it like holy ground with respect to Vesgal, or with respect to the warden of the land, or however you want to angle it. But you can make this a holy place, this shrine.
Now, I don't want to step on any toes, so I'm going to make sure I ask Taurus about it next time I see him before I actually consecrate it. It's like, hey, I'm going to put this tattoo on you. You good?
Yeah.
Very
No,
respectful.
I hate that you phrased it like that, though, actually.
Well, tattoo's better than permanent scar, yeah?
That's true.
It is not a scar.
How dare you?
No one actually knows what happened, and that is fine. Everyone is just assuming something, and that is fine.
Isha is way too conservative for tattoos.
Oh, I wasn't making any correlation to what Issa did. I was just saying.
That's not true. My tattoos are just way more hardcore. I have molten metal on my face.
Right, yes. But yeah, there's now a shrine to Vesgal, and yeah, my buddy helps kind of like pack up the dirt, make it almost as like dense as rock, make sure that it's gonna last a good long time. Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to spend more time actually praying and offering than I have been recently.
Okay.
Phase Minotaur Hail Marys.
I think
Hey, by the way, battle food from Turkon, that's got to be like a high level offering there, I think.
yeah.
Not only is it food, but it's battle food.
Okay. I think as you establish the shrine and present an offering, something of a connection is made already. The kind of like center core of the harness that you wear, that artifact you have somewhat recently acquired, that like you maybe don't notice it, but I think we get a cut of like the mud man kind of like kneeling down next to you, kind of respectfully, and then kind of like creaking an eye open and looking over and seeing that like center core of the harness kind of like glowing subtly. And the next ability that you use from the harness will either have its degree of success increased by 1, so like a failure will go to a success will go to a crit success, or the enemy's save will be reduced by 1 stage.
Rad.
I would say that you see Turris arrive at the tower, but I think he skips the tower outright. So, and it just arrives in the arcs. But eventually, I think you do all. I think you do all gather in the arcs once more. And when Turris arrives, if you guys are still on the arcs, haven't gone to the tower or whatever, you'll hear Crystal in your head saying, "Turris has returned."
We'll make preparations to leave. We have stayed here long enough.
Affirmative. Ready to depart on your command.
Amber and Ash are back, right?
Yes, they have
their
all.
little foray. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
So in addition to our party, we have Amber and Ash with us on the arcs as well.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
For the time being, they will be our staff on the facility. And they did well enough operating the weapons during the battle. I'm sure much of what we will see in the coming future will hopefully not be quite that harrowing. Well, until we face that other city ship, that is.
With our strategy, hopefully there will be a minimal amount of resistance.
Hopefully. If nobody else seems like they're really taking the floor, Urs will kind of nod to Isha and say, Isha, you told me you had no need for Marshal Orodine, and yet I was told that one of your followers has taken him somewhere.
And who would that have been?
Maya Arlen apparently had been signed off taking him from the city watch.
There is no such follower of mine. No seeker, at least.
Double blinks. Ida! That was me, not hers. And I don't think I want to roll for it because Isha's never out lying, so I feel like I should believe her. She always just
I mean, you have a healthy amount of evidence to be permanently suspicious of her.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But it is true that I have never really actually explicitly lied.
Yeah,
I am very, very careful about not saying a lot of stuff while saying a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I will follow up then. Terse would say, I was told that she was seen in golden regalia, such as your followers are wearing.
Well, if someone is producing such armor, it is certainly a problem.
Yes, because either you are trying to pull a fast one on me here, or somebody is using your name to commit some deed of some sort that we know not about.
Yes, that is indeed a problem. But I can assure you that there is no Maya Arlen amongst my seekers.
I fear that this was the work of Ida Wolf. Perhaps a personal vendetta of some sort.
She did seem particularly offended by the results of Martel's trial.
I didn't think she would stoop to using our name to her ends. Seems more underhanded than somebody of her status.
She is, after all, the blood of Scala.
Do I know what that indicates? Because personally, me, Voraktee, doesn't exactly know where that's leading.
You can roll a perception check to see what Isha means by that if you'd like.
Sure. Hidden or not hidden?
Not hidden.
No. It's just one of those Isha things she always says.
Yeah, you're not
She's just
entirely...
like classic Isha, just bashing the floor for no reason.
While Isha's sitting here just being like, classic Scala.
No, it's literally like classic, honestly.
Well,
Misha did tell us that Scala was one for using the blade rather than words. Perhaps it would be better for us to reach out to Ida directly. Clarify
Yes.
before we jump to conclusions.
That will be my next. I didn't think I would need to besiege it, but I suppose I'll make my way there with anyone that would like to join.
To where?
Can't we just the crystal phone?
Crystal fun. I don't think.
We
as a
talked to
player-
other
Yeah, but I
people
think they. Yeah, but I think. Yeah, but I think we have to. I think they have to also have a similar thing like the crystal.
You cannot FaceTime someone who has an Android device.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
The
Limitations.
The old lady and the young boy are teaching the snake lady how to use a cell phone.
the terminally offline
What's
our
it called?
terminally offline middle-aged friend.
Uh,
That's so funny.
Um,
Anyhow, we can continue now to our next objective, but we can also return to Songale when we need.
okay.
I will make for the castle with anyone else who would like to go as well and discover this mystery.
Why are you going to the castle?
didn't Ida already
Curse.
depart?
Ida has departed.
Ah, she did, didn't she? All right.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't believe that she will do anything to harm Martel. Will certainly not kill him.
What makes you
Yes.
think she wouldn't kill him?
She... my guess is that she wishes that Martel has a punishment equal to his crime, and I don't believe that she will kill him. She is, after all, the mother of a son.
At any rate, it doesn't sit well with me how she came about doing this.
If you wish, I would hate to divert some of the forces, but maybe we could get some of these rune knights to assist in some way.
You think they can recall Ida Wolf's retinue back to Songale?
If she is traveling with any haste, she's likely out of the region already.
And Martel's connection with the Seraph's already been severed. So what's with the haste? Seems like something we can deal with once our pressing matters are completed.
Well, you see, the Oradines have pledged fealty to the Aincrad coalition, so it is my duty to also pledge my aid to them.
Does Lady Oradine know?
At the moment, she believes that Isha is sending Martel to some sort of holy judgment of sorts.
It's very interesting. I loudly proclaim that that is not the case, but
When one is facing the things she is, Perhaps she only heard what she wanted.
I do hate this game of crystal phone that we found ourselves in.
If you want, I could contact her. Maybe this is something that she and Ida need to deal with alone. And perhaps we can get... Well, I don't know where Onvain is, but maybe she can get Onvain and they can go do whatever they're gonna do. I don't know.
It does feel like a matter best handled between the two families.
Yes, but they've dragged us into it by using Isha's what's the word for it?
It is
Status.
if I said that it does not particularly bother me, that I would much rather do my business that I have proclaimed already, would that be too callous of me?
Well, it doesn't stop it from bothering me on your behalf.
Oh, I see.
I think Turis cares more for your reputation than you do, Isha.
Yes, it's quite nice of him, I suppose.
I think letting Lady Voraktee know about what we've discovered of Martel's location is kindness enough. Let her handle it from there.
I think my internet got a little screwy. Can you say that part again?
I was saying that letting Lady Voraktee know about what you've discovered of Martel's location is kindness enough. Let her handle it from there.
Very well. I will defer to the group's judgment then. As long as Ordine knows. Isha, if you wish to contact her, so be it. Otherwise,
I'm already doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, at the moment people come to the consensus of we should just let her know and then she can figure out what to do that afterwards, and Isha already is sending the sending.
Okay.
Cool. Sounds good.
De Leon, your son was taken, we believe, by Ida Wolf 2 days ago. Do with this information as you will. Let me know if you require any assistance.
Perfect.
Get the response starts with like like a whatever the mental version of a hiss between teeth is. And she says, Ida has already taken our two youngest as collateral. What game is she playing at? I swear I'll tear her eyes out if I can. And that's what you get.
Isha's just like, they're going to fight, I think.
Oh, delightful.
The girls are fighting.
But maybe they need that. I don't know.
You have bigger things to worry about than these petty squabbles. I don't understand mortals. Not one bit. Not when every time I think I understand them, I do something like this.
Yeah, Isha sort of walks away. Turris is like ranting about how crazy mortals are. It's okay. It's not like I'm doing anything with these spell slots anyways. I'll send another sending.
Okay.
If you wish, the trial can be available to you, as well as any of the resources that the coalition is willing to give.
And this is
However, our current business prevents us from intervening directly. And this is to Delia.
okay.
Isha is offering what she can, which is you can become one of my clerics, or
Hmm. I will continue to do my work here. I believe that is where I am best suited. If one of yours could ensure that Mardon makes it safely to Skalek, then that will go a long way to soothe my nerves and my fears.
I love being a telephone.
Dude.
Crystal.
Who was phone?
Yeah, I guess I sent a sending to Ida.
I know what you did.
Your treachery is not gonna notice. I pray that Mardol lives to see our return, and many days afterwards. For your sake.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't actually care about her response.
I have one. Do you cut it off? Do you just not listen?
I guess I might listen. I might not have a choice.
Okay.
I want to know. I as a player want to know.
You hear Ida's voice saying back, you refused him your trial? Our good queen thought it wasn't an appropriate time for trial of the crown. We have our own holy trial site, and nothing but time to bide. And that's all she says.
Aisha returns and she's like, perhaps the four stole more from us than we thought, but apparently she has her own trial site that she's going to take Mardol to.
Just rolls his eyes and throws up his hand.
Maybe there's something of Queen Redmore here as well. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what Ida was saying.
You already know that Queen Redmore was like, now's not the time for a high-profile trial of one of the good houses.
Oh, okay, I see. It sounded like she was trying to implicate Queen Redmore along with herself, so...
She doesn't have patience for a regular legal trial if it's going to happen after this conflict.
Of course. But there's only one other thing I can actually do here, and that is I can speak with Robora. I know he is watching. Robora is Scala's lapdog, as it were.
Ah, I see.
He can be our eyes and Rudel.
I am hoping. However, it will delay us a tiny bit.
How so?
Well, I don't know if he's where he's at, realistically. I can send him a dream message, but it is it's possible he might not receive it for some time.
Well, delaying ourselves for an unknown amount of time doesn't seem wise. Perhaps we'll just have to have faith that he'll receive it sooner rather than later.
You guys don't know where this site Ida talked about was, but you do know traveling here from Skallic took over a week.
Yes. Well, well, Skallic is like up in the ass crack of the land,
Yes,
so
yes.
it's like the farthest point away.
Yeah. But also on the best kept road.
Yeah.
So this is likely not a... You likely have some time.
But yeah, I guess I do send a dream message. So yeah, she just says, I will do what I can. But it does not require us to stay here.
I believe we're ready to begin moving then.
Indeed.
All right. Crystal.
And Isha like leaves the crystal room and she goes above. She goes into the courtyard, I guess.
All right. There's no huge shift when the arc starts moving, but you do feel kind of just a subtle vibration beneath your feet if you're in the crystal room when it does start to shift, start to fly.
And I do begin to cast dream message as we're moving.
Okay.
Sorry, it kind of sounded like one of you
Yeah,
was going to start.
I would.
Oh, I was just gonna tell Crystal start moving.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did that.
Yep.
Oh,
She
yeah.
sent a message. Steris will turn to you, Turris, next to Crystal, as we get moving. She'll ask, "Are you aware that you're part of the promise Isha's fulfilling in Eden?"
Is Turris aware of that? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
No.
Okay.
You're not.
No. Okay. And then what?
Yeah, that's what I thought. She mentioned, well, Acelia mentioned that you and Isha have business in Eden. And when I asked Isha about it, she said that you are the promise she's keeping.
They're going to turn me into a statue.
I think that's a leap. I just felt like you should know. I love her for it. I would imagine whatever business awaits us in Eden has to do with your path to ascension. Would be my guess.
Turris rolls his eyes. I don't know how many times I have to say that I have no desire for any path to ascension. I have a desire to save this realm, unite its people.
You still believe it isn't happening to you?
It doesn't sit right exactly with me. I simply...
You think it sits right with me? I don't think we have a choice, Sturs.
I think that accruing power toward the Seraph is a good thing. However, I think that I don't know. It's just a feeling, is all.
Well, if we're sharing feelings, I selfishly would like to have somebody else going through this with me.
It is rather selfish, I will admit that. I have no desire for it. But we are already on this path. That there's a way that I can convince Isha right now to stop us from going to Eden. And considering I've opened up myself to more possibilities and doors, won't prevent me from conducting my business anyhow. I hope that middling answer helps assuage you at least in some way. But
It's interesting how easily we can be blind to things that involve ourselves. To me, your path seems so clear. The people already believe in you. I think that belief is what'll make you ascend.
some measure of divinity, it won't matter either way. It's the people who matter. This business with Ida and the Oradines, it infuriates me. Squabbling of such small nature in the grand scheme of things.
That's not small to them, that's their world.
Their world is on the brink of destruction.
And what they can control is their family. And the small piece of the world around them. Can't expect them to think on that large of a scale. I'm struggling enough myself.
We simply must, Stairs. No other way. And I don't know. It is gods that got us into this mess in the first place now, isn't it?
That's true. But it seems that if it's gods that got us into this mess, it lends itself to be true that gods will get us out of this mess.
He kind of like tries not to roll his eyes. He just kind of sighs. I don't know about that one way or the other, to be honest.
Well, I wanted to warn you. You should be expecting something in Eden.
Make sure it's cobblestone. I rather like cobblestone.
You immediately assume it's something bad.
I'm
Curse
not
is being
assuming it's something bad.
Curse is being a little cheeky here.
You might
Is,
like being a statue.
Maybe, you know. Maybe if Turris ascends, he just becomes all stone, like from head to toe. He can still move around and stuff, you know, he's like a golem kind of guy. At any rate, I do appreciate your desire for giving me some foresight in the situation that we're finding ourselves in. Something that Isha never does, so thank you.
Simply trying to fill in the gaps. It's no fun to be blindsided.
He'll nod and kind of... Like he gives like he's got like a lingering thought in his mind, and then he kind of finally opens up and he says, you know, we are going to find a way to do this one way or the other. Mortal squabbling or divine intervention or ascension for that matter. We are going to find a way to save this realm. We don't need to become gods. You don't have to, if you don't want to. I can't say whether or not you should. That is up to you. But think that if it's what you're meant to do, then it is. But perhaps that isn't fully decided yet. Perhaps you have some measure of control over that.
It's odd, because I feel like we're experiencing this quite opposite. I've accepted my path, but the way ahead is rather unclear. I feel like your path ahead is so clear. You're nowhere in the cloud, but you're not accepting it.
I know what I must do. I know what we must do. It's just that simple.
Then perhaps the advice Deja gave me is the same. You just have to focus on moving forward. And on yourself.
Yes, I suppose I would agree with that. And working on myself is a little more literal in that sense, I suppose. At least for me.
I feel like it'd be so much more simple to only have to work on physicality of oneself rather than the internal.
I suppose, based on what I've read, my internal turmoil is simply more visual, less enigmatic. You all get to be a part of it. It's hard to explain the feeling when we regain control of at least one floor of myself. It helped me feel a modicum more of peace, if that makes any sort of sense. Wholeness. I suspect it's very much the same when one comes to understand more of themselves, I suppose. At least from what I've read. I'll shrug.
We're both delving deeper in our own ways.
Indeed. And no matter what you pick, no matter what I pick, no matter how we both go forward, we will go forward together. I'll give like a reassuring smile and kind of put a clasp her shoulder.
That's another thing I can rely on. Thank you, Charis.
Of course. Oh, there's the matter of, I feel so odd about it, to be completely honest. Turkon is the only one of all of this party that has accepted a formal place in the Aincrad coalition. I know not if you or the others have any such desire or predilection.
Forgive me, I thought we were all automatically involved. We must formalize it?
He kind of like he gives this kind of like awkward shrug and he said, I simply didn't wish to kind of like thinks about his next words. I didn't want to make assumptions and be wrong.
The coalition might be under your name, Taurus, but we certainly helped build it.
Yes, of course. That's why I had these made. He pulls out one of the medallions that he had made. And unlike the kind of the normal ones, these ones kind of have like, well, all of them have like the depiction of a tower, but it's kind of like a mix between a tower and then the world tree where it has kind of tendrils coming out from the bottom. It's not eldritch in any sort of way. It's kind of almost wispy, kind of like pure ley energy itself connecting to the world. And then there's like one of the normal ones. It would just be kind of like an embossed like wreath icon that kind of surrounds this. But for this one in particular, it's like kind of almost like this clear, almost glassy looking kind of material. And I told him to message you about this, Ferris, but I figured it'd be so small and it like inconsequential that you wouldn't carry their way. But like, I'm imagining like Terse being able to like infuse these ones with a little bit of like of his own energy and kind of like fill that kind of wreath with color.
Yes.
And so he'll kind of like hold it in his hand and it'll kind of start glowing, and then the wreath around it kind of like starts filling in green. And he hands it to her.
Beautiful.
This and he kind of pulls out another one, and he kind of does the same thing, but his kind of goes, the wreath kind of goes like pure like ethereal blue, that kind of like teal blue, and he kind of like affix it to his chest. You don't need to wear it or anything, mind you, but these will be the signature.
Putting it on.
But these will be the signature of our stations. And anywhere we establish the coalition, will be recognized as the lead authority there. And I've made several others for the other echelons of the hierarchy that will be assuming more permanent fixtures in towns like Songale.
My goodness. You put a lot of thought into this.
This is just the fate of the world, is all.
You speak as if it's so simple.
Well, we either win or we don't. Must put our best foot forward, shouldn't we?
So, Tarkon, what's your title? Being the first one officially, formally.
Oh, if Turkon's here, he'll totally give him Turkon his too. I didn't know Turkon was here or not.
Pop into existence.
Stepping through the door.
God damn it! I was in the middle of something.
Oh.
Womp.
Womp womp.
Yeah. I mean, I could be there for this bestowing ceremony.
Yeah. So Terse will take out another one, much larger, and as he infuses it with energy, the wreath starts glowing red around the tower symbol, and he'll hand it up to Turkon. Turkon here is the war master of the Aincrad coalition. As we accrue more military presence, some mercenaries and militia, he will be helping to allocate them to places that need them.
A fitting title.
I will gracefully accept and then put it on.
First, will give like a respectful bow. I don't know if anyone else suddenly shows up or not, but if it's just those guys, then
everyone's in the arcs right now.
Everyone's in the arcs. Isha's just in the courtyard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume Scene is with us. I just know Konnor's still
Yes. Yeah.
engaged.
And I think the person who created these ones in particular, these ones, and then the ones of like a rank lower, the highest generalized rank, were made with a higher quality. And I think they were made to kind of resonate with each other. And when you speak a command word, they kind of, all of the resonating badges will display a sigil of your choosing as a means of like verifying that those present are actually of the coalition and aren't just wearing a fake badge.
We need to get some of
Nice.
these for Isha's followers.
Scene is also here.
Yeah. So Terse will pull out another one, and when he infuses it, it's like Turkon's is like blood red. I imagine for Scene, like Terse is going for more of like a fiery, like red orange sort of a thing, like a blazing like red orange. And so that kind of fills the wreath, and is probably a little more extra, like a little more animated than the other. Well, actually, no, they're all probably just animated in their own ways. But yeah, this one looks like it's a fire wreath.
Very nice.
And he'll pull out one last one and be like, "You suppose Isha would want one?"
I'm sure she'd hate to be left out. At least give her the option to say no.
Of course.
If you're going to deliver it now, I'll be going with you.
Okay. Yeah. So if everyone seems to be good and have no further conversation, like, yep, all right, then I will find Isha.
Excellent. As Steris was saying, Isha, I believe, is still in the courtyard. Doesn't take too...
Yes. Well, it would have taken me 10 minutes to cast Dream Message.
Yes.
But I don't think that Isha would have seen a reason to go back down.
Yeah.
So.
Eclectic. Terse will make his way up, find the glowing Isha.
Mhm. And Steris is trailing behind you.
I'm back here too.
We're all going.
Yeah, I assume Scene's here too.
Yeah.
We're all gonna form a circle around Isha and make her join our club. Officially.
Kalima.
Peer pressure.
So yeah, Terse will regard her and say, Isha, as Coalition Aincrad becomes more formalized, I'm also formalizing its hierarchy. And if such you wish to be recognized as a member, I have this badge for you. If you said something, I heard none of it.
No, I vocalize, I like,
Oh, okay.
Sure.
He'll give like a slight sigh of relief and a smile. He wasn't sure if he was forcing this on people. He didn't want to do that. And so he'll kind of like infuse the medallion, and quite on brand. It's gonna turn kind of like sandy gold, and looks like kind of sand is just trailing like an hourglass down the sides of the wreath, and hand it over.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. As we establish locations for the coalition. This will prove to those that are there, even if they haven't met us, that we are the leaders of the coalition.
Of course.
You already have one. Oh,
I hope you do not mind. But it is unseeming that I would bear another symbol upon myself. But I do have a way that I can incorporate this into me, as it were.
I have no requirement that it is displayed, but only when somebody of the coalition that does not know us yet requires our authority.
Of course.
You can keep it however you wish. And he'll smile and kind of nod to everyone else. Look over at Scene, who's embedded it in the middle of his eyeball.
Yeah, just stapled it right to his pupil.
Oh, his blinks aren't as smooth anymore.
Ooh, I don't like that, though.
I guess realistically, all I need to know is if my message was received by him. We know that we, it's like a minute worth of words, so I just am like, I swear to God, you little rat, if you don't watch, Ida, I will come after you, etc., etc. Make sure nothing happens to that rat that she's watching, etc., etc.
Excellent.
Oh,
The spell does.
We're so formal. This one.
The dream message does. The spell finds its location, finds its target.
Yeah, they were like looking at the stuff, and Isha puts away her badge. She's like, Arobra has received his message. And I can use my last sending of the day to let De Leon know that the matter is being observed, at least.
I appreciate you reassuring.
Of course. What kind of goddess would I be if I did not keep my promises?
What kind of goddess would I be if I didn't keep my promises? An unusual one.
I don't think that was a riddle, tourist.
It didn't have to be.
Though I suppose most of what Isha says are riddles.
Anything could be a riddle if you just think about it enough.
Well, speaking about thinking about things enough, I realize I should keep you all appraised. I've been trying to locate my other sister, Sig. I scryed on her yesterday? Recently.
Before the fight.
Before the fight?
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's a couple days ago.
Yes, that was like 4 days ago.
4 days
Almost
ago.
a week.
I need to check in with her again. But last I saw, she was in Lanova.
Well, any information that you could have given us about her is certainly out of date.
I'll work to be more prompt. Forgive me, we had quite the battle between when I obtained that information and had a moment to share.
Ferris, did I have this weird like recollection, and I could be wrong. It might have just been something I heard. I feel like Turris found out that she was across the sea more like recently, and then now she's in the Nova.
That
There's at least
Sig
some,
was
like-
across the sea.
Oh, Sig was across the sea.
No, sorry, that was a question. Is that a thing that I said? I don't think that's a. I don't think so.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that Turris heard about that for some reason, but like it popped in my brain. Like, was that something I actually thought of, or is that something I actually heard as Turris, or is that just like something I'm making up?
Well, I love making stuff up, and I think you're just making that up. So
I don't like making stuff up. I want the stuff in my brain to be true.
so do I, but my brain can't help it. It just be making stuff up all the time.
Oh boy. Okay, well in that case, yeah. It's inconsequential. Yes, I suppose this information is outdated, but keep us up to date if you find anything else.
Especially if you wish for your sister to live. I can assure you that Rurith is not likely to take mercy upon her.
And whatever she is doing is certainly of the most chaotic nature, considering who she's chained to.
Sig has shown more disdain for her station than Scry. I think I'll trust in her ability to keep herself safe. But if need be, I hope we'll be willing to intervene if necessary.
I don't know if we have the power to do that at the present moment. She's in Lenova.
Well, certainly not. Here's hoping she doesn't get into trouble while we're away.
Why do I feel like that is certainly going to be the case?
That's how it always seems to go.
Simply because she has disdain for her station does not mean she won't follow it to the letter. Whatever she's doing, we must assume that even if it isn't furthering the Seraph's goals, it isn't helping us any.
I'll keep you appraised of what I find.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Crystal, what's our ETA to Eden?
He lists a number of hours that translates to like 8 days.
8 days. Okay. All right.
Oh, you better believe I'm going to watch that blood wave come on the ocean.
We have somebody stationed on the deck at all times to warn us when it happens.
I can just go back to the city.
Oh my
True.
god, you can. He said, "I'm gonna get it up close. Look."
I'm gonna get front row seat. Also, I know that. Well, actually, Ordine has a more hard time messaging us than the other way around. But can it be assumed knowledge of her that well, I mean, she probably absolutely knows about the coalition house in Songale, and would be aware that she can reach me through it as well.
Yeah, if you want her to know that, easy enough to get her word that that is the case.
Yeah. If she didn't know that before, I want her to know that now.
Okay. Then yes, definitely. So if there is no more, if everyone's had their chats for the evening, you can all get some sleep, get your spell slots back. Go ahead and top off your mythic points if you haven't spent them this session.
Yeah, sorry. My last thing is I just send I send a sending to De Leon telling her that I have done what I can. And
Okay. Just hearing that brings her relief, and she expresses as much. All right. So you will get some rest. Go ahead.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
Okay. I was gonna angle toward a spot to get a break, but maybe we can take that now. It's about time.
Served you.
Yeah, right.
The break is happening right now.
There
I will
was.
attempt to pee as well.
It was still gonna be a while before I got to the. Yeah. Let's go. Let's take a break. Let's take a good 10-minute break.
Alrighty. Oh, 10 minutes. Wow.
Or whenever we all get back. Up to 10.
V, that means 5 minutes for you.
Back up.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
And back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Tried to let Jozu outside now that the UV is less intense. And almost immediately a firework went off.
Oh,
So he
no.
came back to the door and whined. Firework ban, by the way. People just do not care.
They do not give a shit.
Yeah. As there's like wildfires happening like an hour and a half away.
Mm-hmm.
Very dry
But
this
that's an
year.
hour and a half away, and they have nothing to do with them.
Yeah, yeah. You guys had a lot to do.
Dude. Somehow it feels like we always have a lot to do.
That's true.
I returned.
Welcome back. I don't feel like anything was everything feels like it had a very particular point today.
We took Mitchell's advice seriously about knowing what the fuck we want when we start a conversation. I had a Red Bull at the start of session, and oh my
You're
goodness, my
vibrating.
heart is racing right now.
Oh yeah, Sarah.
Hmm.
Here you go.
What the?
Oh my god. Oh my god, they're so cute.
It's crazy because they show us the horses,
Oh my god.
and,
But then you don't get to deploy them?
but you don't get tactical horses, and I'm so sad.
And they go to all that effort to animate them. Oh my god. That is so freaking cute.
But yeah, so I do use
Oh my god.
the last character, Blemishine, is a character I use all the time. And the second one, Narantuya, with Applejack,
Mhm.
is another character I use all the time. And I don't use Lynn all the time, who's like the first one.
Why is it just Applejack, Twilight, and Fluttershy? Where the hell is Rarity? Interesting. Well, good. I'm glad you're using Fluttershy because that's the one of the two I was requiring you to use. But Rarity just doesn't even exist. That's crazy.
No, and it's so funny because they started selling like the profile pictures,
Oh my god.
and you could just clearly see they have
Yes!
pony operators.
Let
Like,
them have what they want. What
like
are
you
we
can
doing?
you see they clearly have pony operators, and it's so funny to me. And the game is furry bait, technically speaking. And one of the races is horses.
Uh-huh.
And they have the horse operators, like the horse family of operators, as horses.
Oh my god.
I think that's really fucking funny. Missed opportunity for real.
Dude.
And it's so crazy because they start off with Celestia and
Luna, yeah.
like why are these two not actually skins?
Maybe are they releasing it in like phases? Will there be more? Because there's so many other.
Maybe, I don't know. This is the only PvE. This is like the only preview video they have. So I'm just gonna assume that this is all, but I also don't understand why Narantuya is Applejack. Like, I don't understand the correlation here, other than the fact that Narantuya has red hair. Like an apple.
I mean, Applejack's like friendship denomination is honesty. Does this character like pride themselves on honesty? Because it's honesty, kindness, and magic are the three. But I don't know anything about those characters. I just know about the ponies.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me personally, but
Let's see. Who do we have back? Who we still missing? So far, I think
I'll give you one guess.
Okay. I will assume Konnor is relatively afoot. All right. Sounds good. All right. So, you guys get your rest in the tower or in the arcs or wherever. As you are starting to gather, wake up and get everything together, you get a message from Crystal saying, visitors from the Veilspire are here. They have a delivery. And just remind me real quick. It was Quicksilver that they said they would deliver to you after you successfully completed the battle, right?
It was.
Okay, excellent. Wanted to make sure I had that right. Since you were chasing that up in a couple different directions. So,
I'm of the opinion of more Quicksilver, more better, so.
So you, sorry, give me one sec. Okay. So you see a skiff similar to yours, just landed in the courtyard. Not too big. And you see a couple of the kind of like ashen, just some of the there's like a Valkyrie there, a couple of warriors from the Veilspire present, along with perhaps to your surprise, Acolyte Niketh, kind of standing beside the skiff, arms crossed, looking grumpy to be here.
Yes, that's Niketh. Okay, on my notes.
The grumpy one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he, sorry, my own notes are scrambled at present. Anyway, so he gives you a nod when you come upstairs, and says, as agreed, the quicksilver you require. And they're like unloading just 2 casks of it.
Ooh.
Kind of like metal drums, metal barrels, effectively.
Cool. Terrace will give a respectful bow and say, much appreciation, Acolyte Niketh. And it's good to see you in person.
He kind of sighs. Is like, just try not to poke any more holes in your world's defenses wherever you're going.
We'll give like a smile. And nod. I'm sure we won't. We couldn't twice.
Surely it won't happen twice.
He narrows his eyes. Climbs back on the skiff.
Isha isn't there. She's like, Crystal, show me all the weak points.
Tell me where I can rip the next hole in the veil.
So he climbs back on the skiff, and they pull away from the yard without any more pleasantries coming from his direction. Leaving
Take
those.
a look at the barrels.
Yeah, they're totally sealed. There's like a yeah, they're made out of some kind of metal. And there is like effectively a spot where you can like tap it with kind of a sealed spigot of some sort.
Hmm.
And this is at the tower.
This is a
Courtyard.
delivered to the courtyard of the Arcs.
Oh, I see.
Splendid. Armis!
Armis will start moving these for you.
And get these back to the tower.
Um,
Isha's coming up out. She's like, is that a juice box of some kind?
Oh, yes. And I am thirsty.
So we're going to the tower then.
Well, I am. You're welcome to accompany.
I'll tag along as well. Now seems like a good time to do some work there. We talked about delving deeper into ourselves.
Yes, indeed. And this should go a great length to help me with myself.
Then I want to help.
Excellent. Well, then you can help by helping me roll this barrel. And he starts rolling. Armis is just dragging one along.
Can I just casually pick one up with one hand?
Between
Maybe.
two fingers.
It's this liquid metal in a like
Drink
In a
check.
metal cask.
yeah.
Like,
She's strong enough. Make him roll.
If anyone can, it is Turkan.
yeah, Isha, who was holding a gigantic stone slab, is just like, no, that's too heavy for me.
She's at her max capacity. She's already carrying something heavy. Oh no, Turkan!
I throw my back out, trying to pick this thing up.
Oh no.
It's just a little awkward. You start to get it into the air, and then it kind of like starts to spill out of your hand, and yeah, cranks on your back as you're trying to recover.
Careful.
But with some difficulty, you guys get the casks back to the tower.
I'd have more. Too much. Hope to have too much rather than too little. That's for sure.
I get the strange feeling that this will probably not be enough.
Well, it'll be a start at least. I will establish more sources as we continue to formalize the coalition.
I don't believe that this is a mineral that is native to here.
Yes, I can imagine not. But perhaps we can make it native.
I don't think that's how that works.
Not until it is.
Naturally formed metals tend to take a lot of time, pressure, and heat to form. But perhaps we can research a way to cultivate some of our own. We shouldn't strike it out as impossible before we've explored the options.
Everything is possible with the power of knowledge. And in the meantime, this will suffice. We're loading. Where are we loading to?
Nothing.
What are we loading?
Yeah, well, nothing, because we'll never get that last 1%.
Dang it.
Never. So these are going to Turris's crystal room, right?
Not crystal room. There's a separate subsection of the tower that these are going to.
Okay.
A storage room, perhaps?
No, a different subsection of the tower.
I see.
I imagine, though, as soon as we get them to the tower, Turkan's got one, Armis sets down the other one, and the stone floor immediately whisks it away through a door.
Oh.
Lowers it down.
Yeah, just
The walls just swallow it.
Exactly. Floor parts and it disappears. I forget. Did I just need the Quicksilver? Did we fix the actual reservoir?
No.
That's
just some glassworks.
Yeah, I thought
and
we
you
were in the midst of that, but I couldn't quite remember what.
Yeah, I don't remember if you had someone
in the
working
midst. We knew it needed to be fixed, and then it just got permanently just kind of kept getting forgotten about.
No, I swear I set somebody on the task of creating the glass for it.
Yeah, I remember talking about it a little bit. So the the vessel for it can be ready, and then once it's filled, it has to be attached and sealed off.
All right.
So it's not a thing that could be totally prepared before you had what was going inside.
Right. I just remember the Quicksilver being the linchpin of like, okay, the glass, we're getting started, but we really need that Quicksilver to actually like do anything.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know if Turkon wants to keep holding on to that one, but
It's probably a good weapon.
at least one time, it'll make a good weapon precisely one time.
You think it'll blow up on one throw? I don't think so. Big metal barrel.
Depends on what it hits and how hard it was thrown.
That's some factors here.
Quicksilver is toxic to the touch, so there's that. Not quickly, but you know.
At any rate, Curse is going to head to the workshop then.
Okay. And yeah, like I said, you find out that the vessel is ready. The glass has been shaped. So all that remains is to like fill it and get it kind of like attached to put in place.
All right. And we'll start work on that then.
Okay. Very well.
Is there any way that we can assist you, Turris?
I have certain tools to help with the process, but Turkon can help stabilize and make sure that we don't overpour and whatnot. I think the crafting itself, crafting part itself, I can take care of. This part requires precise work. I will need you all for is up above.
Going there without you doesn't sit right with me.
Oh,
Well, it sits right with me just fine. And she will.
These
Well,
are
only take a-
unintended.
This will only take a moment.
Yeah, if you want to Turkon could aid with athletics to, like you said, kind of like steady the pour, and you can make a crafting check just to get the vessel prepared, and then you just have to put it in place below the tower.
Thanks. Yeah, I figured this would be, as long as the rolls go well, largely trivial of getting it set up. I can use the artisan's tools, right?
Yes, 100%, yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Not a problem at all. So, Turkon fills up this new vessel with the Quicksilver. You then, like, kind of prepare a glass patch, kind of like melt, heat up some glass, get it kind of formed to the top of it, break that off, and let it cool. And then, like I said, all that's left is to get to the kind of the core, not the crystal core, but the big
Yeah.
the big tube.
Ley line core.
Yeah. And
The
The
dynamo.
ley line condenser is what you called it.
yes,
I thought it was a dynamo, not a condenser. Those are two totally different things.
the dynamo's part of the condenser.
The condenser is like the dish, and the dynamo is the thing that connects the dish to the rest of the tower.
Okay,
is what I
okay,
understood.
okay.
Mm-mm.
That makes
But I believe the whole device is the condenser. I don't know. We'd have to go back a long time. I would have to go back a whole nother notebook. So
Right. So then you just you have to get down to that kind of chamber below the tower, and once you're down there, I believe I said before that you can you're in total control of that floor now. You can shape steps to get down there easily enough. And when you put it, this vessel doesn't really like attach to anything down there. It just kind of, the one you found was just kind of laying in the middle of the room, spilled and cracked. But as you go to put this one in place, it kind of, as you get closer and closer to that chamber at the bottom, the liquid in it, you realize it starts to get a little hard to hold this vessel. Not enough to require rolls or anything, but the liquid in it starts like sloshing around, and as you get to the bottom, the quicksilver inside is like spinning pretty rapidly. The whole vessel is like kind of vibrating in your hand. And it almost like jumps out of your hands when you get to that room, and centers itself in the middle of the room, pulling you along if you hold tightly enough, and just kind of magnetically floats there with the quicksilver like spinning around the globe glass vessel that you've made. And very quickly, that starts. You see some wisps of that ley line energy that was kind of erratically being pulled up before. You see that starts to kind of seep up from the bottom of the chamber, and then start to kind of form a vortex around this quicksilver. And that vortex kind of continues and slowly raises up, meets that tunnel that goes up to where the tree was once occupying the condenser, and fills that hallway. And again, you can kind of take like a breath of this energy, and feel quite energized. Feel like almost a full breath of air, as this connects once more, and you feel that little bit more sharp, a little bit more aware, and you never felt hindered necessarily when you were like focusing on your avatar or focusing on the tower, but now you can kind of sense both just fine at the same time. Like all of those senses are snapping and firing at once.
It's working! It's working!
And so you feel more present and aware of your surroundings as both of your bodies.
Love that for me.
As you start ascending, start vacating this chamber that is quickly filling with energy. And once this connection is like fully made and like filling that condenser, you do kind of pause. You hear echoing from like the stone, kind of like inside your walls, like a woman's scream of rage somewhere distant.
Does it sound like my mom?
No.
Oh.
It sounds unfamiliar. You're not sure who this is. You could try to recognize the voice.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay. I think in this case, I think in this case, a perception is fine.
Hidden or unhidden?
Hidden, yes. You think back to when you had first cleared this second floor, and you had started to walk up towards the floor above it. You kind of peeked through and you saw that garden. Before you peeked through, you had seen just a flash of someone, some kind of specter. You don't think you're haunted, but you saw someone's form kind of meet your gaze and then turn and walk up the stairs and pass through the door to the garden to what you know to be the third floor. And even though she had opened her mouth to shout, perhaps to scream, but did not make any sound. It was soundless at the time. But now, hearing it, you place the two together.
She was like ethereal, kind of You said she was spectry?
Yes.
Ghostly?
I gave Jozu a bone, and he usually just kind of very passively works on them. He's destroying this thing.
Got to get all that anxious energy out from the firework going on.
Yeah, true.
Can I use my Ascendance of a book to see if this is a recognizable face?
Yes.
Would that be society?
Yeah. And the DC will be lowered by having access to your books. Very easy for you to kind of easy name, easy face for you to pluck from the books available to you, because your living mother has a bit of a vendetta against this person. This is a general of the Drow who led a rebellion against the Four and slew the Naga known as Fontrasan Encordant.
My other mother.
Often listed as Explicita Defilis, a name given to her by Denala. I should say a cursed name given to her by Denala for her rebellion.
Explicita what?
Explicita Defilis.
Cool. And what do my books say happened to her?
It is a known fact. She was cursed to become the next Naga and forced to serve Denala.
Okay.
In Fontrasan's stead.
I do remember that a bit.
And she was paddled to death.
Yes, currently deceased. was slain by a group of heroes in Eden, in fact. Not in Eden, but you know what I mean. In the countryside of Eden, in the land known as Elan Hazan. Had to do it.
And her ghost wound up here somehow.
Somehow.
Does the record state when she was living any kind of powers she held, or what her weapon expertise was?
As the Drow general, made heavy use of a elven curve blade. Very martially inclined. As the Naga of Denala, lots of power over nature and cycles related thereof, including like cycle of souls and part of the cycle of life and death, though she did not fully control that. So lots of nature primal magics.
That explains the trees. All right, that's good information to acquire in general. Yeah, I'll return back up. Huh?
Sorry. Recent research, also, like, separate book. There's the retelling of what is known about her incursion in Alan Hazan. She was trying to, like, become... She was trying to pretend that she was Denala reborn after Denala was sealed away. And was effectively mind-controlling, like, a whole cult. Like, half a village of people. So... Somewhere along the way, I acquired some illusion magic and some ability to, like, charm and control people. And mind control people.
Cool. Good to know. I've been mentally fortifying my mind.
That'll come in handy for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. After I kind of like I just had the wail enter my brain through the rattling stone of this room that's starting to come to life now. Ursula kind of like quickly like flick a book in his hand from his robe and like be like, "Yep, that's the one." As like, I guess like he just is like a stone platform pushing him back up towards like the main floor, and Turris just like pops into existence from the ground near everyone, where everyone's hanging out, waiting for this to be done.
Holding Isha back from going onto the 3rd floor by herself.
Oh, if Isha actually went up to the 3rd floor, she'd be in a Scooby-Doo moment of revolving doors. The entire time this is happening.
You're acting like that's not a great time. You're acting like that wouldn't be actively hilarious.
And like as Turris like arrives from like the floor, Isha also just like comes in from a door.
So you were successful?
Yes, it seems I was. The ley line energy is now being restored to the and I don't think arteries is the right term, but things are becoming better. Normal is not the right word, as it was never like this in the first place, but better.
You look,
and I've been...
You look around the engine room, around the condenser, and there are those like kind of brass tubes coming from the walls and going to kind of like pipe some of this ley line energy to places. Now like strong, steady threads of that that strange electric fluid kind of flowing into it. And yeah, they kind of look like arteries.
Yeah. Too much helium in a balloon. And like Turris is like mid like flipping a book while he like arrives and kind of mentions this. He finally like closes it, and looks at the others. I've been given a premonition of what we might face on my next floor. And kind of looks up through the stone. I had no idea what to make of it at the time, but I saw some ghastly specter when I was trying to get a peek at what we might have in store. At the time, it made no sense. Just an apparition of some sort, some errant magic or lost soul, but it seems more deeply personal to myself and my history now. And he kind of like pulls the book back open and like shows a picture of her. Seems that the soul of Explicita Defilus has assumed some sort of dominion over my next floor.
Show them a picture, you say?
Yep. Wait, do you have?
Oh. One of those.
Varys is like, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, you see a picture of a drow. You're already somewhat familiar with drow, but
Mhm.
yeah, you see her armored. You see the handle of her elven curved blade and the kind of lilac hair over her pale face. Carry on.
Thank you for that visual point for the PowerPoint presentation. And he'll just kind of go on to kind of note the other stuff that he was able to research. Seems that when she was a normal drow, she was very martially inclined, using an elven curved blade. However, when she felled my other mother and was thusly put in her place, she learned the power of nature magic, as well as at some point learned some sort of charming or mind control powers. And so we must assume that this specter, this shard of a soul, however it came to be here, might have an ample supply of any of those things, especially considering the fact that the next floor is heavily overgrown. I wish to confront her. I wish to avenge my mother.
Well, then, by all means, let's proceed.
Nurse will give a curt nod and look to the others.
What are you waiting for?
Go on, we're waiting.
He'll smile and give a even more passionate nod. And start zooming towards the next floor.
All right.
Actually, no, even more flavorful. The whole platform area that the party's on, just like the top opens and everyone starts rising.
Very well. You don't technically have control of the next floor yet, but you can bring everyone.
Yeah, I mean like
Up
the floor
to-
that I. Yeah, the first floor.
Yes. So you
Or
can.
floor two. Is the bottom floor 0 or floor 1?
I don't know. Are we in?
Are we
I
in?
don't even
Are we in
yeah,
England
are we,
or the
are we in
US?
Europe or are we in? Yeah.
Does the sun set in the west in Europe?
However you want to label it is fine.
Either way, he's just literally just bringing everyone to the next floor before the entryway to the next floor that we're going.
Ah, yes. I see. Okay.
Just going up one.
yeah,
Up one.
okay.
Little impromptu lift.
So you get brought to the stairs leading up to the next floor. What is your ascension order?
I assume Turkon Armis.
I was gonna say, do you want me in front or do you want to be in front? This is your
That's
house.
true.
This is your vengeance.
But the thing is, I have no. I just don't have any belief that we're just gonna open up the door and she's gonna be there. I feel like we're gonna have to trudge through some stuff. So I guess we'll do like a Turkon, if there's a width enough, just Turkon tourists like side by side, and then Armis like following in tow.
All right. Turkon Turris, Armis. Very well. We'll do something like this. Okay. So Turkon Turris, you approach the door, and you turn the handle, push it open, and a light, like a warm light, almost as bright, almost as warming as the sun, kind of like spills through the door. And you see, like, just in front of you, a kind of aqua and purple and pink tree, similar to some of the plants leading up to this point. And a few more trees in that same style, pretty large expanse of grass in front of you. And a couple of, across the courtyard, a couple of kind of like wispy shapes, nearly humanoid, but kind of like formless bodies and limbs. And you have to kind of like blink a couple of times. At first you barely see them, and then they kind of like register more and more. And then in the center of this courtyard is a shrine that you can kind of a shrine that you can see from the door, with a jade knife standing on its point set in that shrine. And then between you and it, the form, which you barely see at first, you're seeing right through her until your eyes kind of like focus on her specifically. Turning around to see you is the spectral form of a woman you just saw in the book of Splixica Defilis. And you only have a moment where you see her and she sees you, and her brow kind of furrows in anger. And echoing kind of like from around you and kind of almost in your own head, you hear her shout, "I told you they would come soon. The pawns of the four are here. To arms!" And she, like, goes to raise her sword, but just fully disappears from in front of you. While the other wispy humanoid forms solidify into drow themselves and look to you with a look of shock, and then kind of steel themselves and start drawing their own weapons. And we'll have you guys roll initiative in a moment.
Oh my goodness.
Do I have a free action to say something?
Yes.
My name is Tower Aincrad. You killed my mother. Prepare to die. Again.
Her eyes narrow further and her jaw sets before almost being like blown away by the wind in this place. Well, let's see. I clicked the roll NPC button. I'm a little afraid to click it again. Whale. There we
Just
go.
to point out that will be at Mythic efficiency for my initiative roll.
Copy. Let me see here. Okay. For Master Legendary Mythic. So that should be a +6. Bringing you to a 35. So only one of these will go before you. Let's see.
Also, the one on the back is demoralized.
Demoralized. Oh, I see. I see. Because of your. Got it.
Yeah, as we're basically rolling initiative, Isha's curse unleashes itself, and it just. I can only choose one person, so.
Okay. That puts them frightened 1.
Yeah, I did not critically succeed, so.
Very well. Right. So yeah, this closest warrior, I think.
I like the instant rage.
Scene coming in with the 40.
Dang.
Dude, what the hell?
Never mind. Scene goes first.
Hello.
LOL.
Get him, see.
Well, it's good that he rolled high because he's looking at his computer screen right now.
Mhm.
He's actively here.
All right, kick us off.
Get him.
So you're in the back. You hear this like shout of like, "I'll be around in a few minutes, but I can do this quick." Okay, all right. Seeing and Isha, you like hear this person yelling something about like 2 arms. I will assume, by the way, that all of you had your weapons drawn going into this.
Oh yeah.
My fists.
You guys? Do you guys see this fear animation here just like hitching? Is that happening for anyone else?
No, it looks good to me.
Alright. Alright.
It is happening to me, but the fear animation is weird because it is actually, it's not 1 loop, it's actually 2 loops.
Got it.
I don't know how to explain that to you.
The loops, brother.
It's 2 loops that look like 1 loop, basically.
Gotcha. It's just everything else is running totally fine, and then that one animation is going at like 5 seconds per frame.
Yeah, it's because one of these skulls, like, it's randomly generated. It gets,
Gotcha.
like, made. I don't know if you can see it, but it gets, like, made.
So scene hits a courageous anthem at no lingering composition, so you can all drag this effect onto yourselves. It'll last this round. No extension. And a phantasmal calamity. Great. Okay.
Uh-oh.
If you place that with the template, then it should have a thing asking you like who you want to target. And once you confirm that, they appear to be bad guys. If you got them targeted, go ahead and roll your damage. Okay. It's a DC 30. Okay.
I like the +1 in there.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone but this one hunter is taking half damage, and that hunter will take full.
Oh, one of them barely succeeded too. +0. Oof.
Wish I could ping which one failed, but that's fine. I will simply make a judgment call. These guys will all take half, and then this other one will take full.
I've now realized I don't even see the guy who has the fear on him. I just see the fear icon.
Yeah, I had to refresh and it logged me
Yeah,
out.
Oh no.
the
No.
one that failed is this one right here.
Do you see that? I was trying to click it.
I hover over the the will saving throw on the chat, and it highlights that one.
It wasn't doing that for me. Okay, I'll adjust.
Well, it doesn't highlight it. It like you don't have a token, so it sends
targets
a
it.
line from me to the person that is
And I got it. And since the GM doesn't have that power. And my turn, but I'm done. Okay. Can end your turn. Let's see. Oh, because I didn't begin the encounter. Classic.
Tales old as time.
Indeed.
All right. So now the more injured Drow Hunter will go. And instead of rushing into this, they're going to, let's see. They'll spend one action pulling out their bow. And presently seeing this big Minotaur as the biggest threat, they will use their skill called Hunter's Wound to take 2 shots at you.
I see him now, and I'm glad I do because that one's fancier than the others.
I know, right?
Second one misses, so you do not get you do not bleed, but you do take damage. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to apply that for you. First shot hits you for 16. But I had to roll damage. That's not what that button does. Anyway, so one action, draw their bow. One action to do those double shots, and then they will pull out their blade with their last action. And then it is your turn.
Okay, well that one can suck it.
You know, the rage, like, reflecting on their token right now is kind of sick.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that is super cool.
All right, this is one of those times. I just gotta send a screenshot real quick.
He has 94 health.
Not the other
No.
direction.
Perfect.
So this ranger takes 2 shots at you as you start charging, and one of their arrows is still like sticking out of your shoulder while the other one went wide. And then you just immediately annihilate them. You expect perhaps blood and broken bones and like their body to go flying, and instead your Becta Corbin swings impacts. You do feel the impact, and then they just are dispersed into a green and purple smoke and disappear.
Right. Okay. Well, then I'll use my other.
Counter
actions to
XP.
do that.
Okay, delete them. All right, there we go.
I mean, that was. Am I able to split up my movement between, like?
Unfortunately,
actions?
no.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Unless you have a thing that lets you. Rangers have like shot on the move and stuff.
Nah.
Well, you have sudden charge, which is 2 actions. Just
I only had 1
moving.
action left. After moving and then attacking.
Right, but the sudden charge like lets you make a strike.
I have sudden charge.
Thought you did.
Well, I have my Warden Warp, which is a bashing charge.
Yeah, I don't see a sudden charge. There's there's bashing charge, there's bull over. There's a lot of charge moves.
Oh, I'm so slow now.
I didn't know that. Good to know.
Well, I'm slow when I stride. I could obviously spend 2 actions and travel 240 feet whenever I want.
Right.
Right.
I'm not slow. I'm slow, but I could be really fast if I wanted to.
She just doesn't want to right now. She wants to complain
No.
about being slow.
No, literally. I just want to complain about being slow.
Fair. Get it.
I'm a rainbow beam this guy.
All right. And it hits.
It's not Pride Month anymore, but they get in the rainbow.
Okay. I knock him prone.
All right.
This is what it is.
They get blasted to the floor. I see. Okay. Cool. Get blasted to the
Yeah,
floor.
I don't
take
know-
the floor. Take 22 fire damage.
I don't know what the light sources are in this room.
Oh, there is a kind of. There's an. It's an interesting point. Up above there is like a sun, kind of arcing above it at relatively. You're kind of in the morning, so it is off to the east, but it's kind of like a half and half sun. Like half of it is tinted toward kind of a more bluish hue. I don't know if you here would know this, but it is tinted the color of the sun in the first world, in the Fey realm.
Okay. So basically what happens is like there's just like the beam does not actually start from Isha. There's just it's like a combination of the corona that surrounds her and the light from the moon, like light from the sun in here, and they sort of like push down on the, I assuming, ghost.
Yeah, and this light, this burning light, just totally flattens them to the ground.
And I will use this. I will gather my well, as it were.
Bam.
That is my turn.
Okay. All right. Drow Hunter, that is further away. It's going to use another one of their skills. They're going to use their Skirmish Strike, which lets them step and then strike. They're going to do this twice. Once to move here. They use their first action to draw their longsword. Miss Turkon, they're gonna do the same, step and strike. Miss again. They're having a bad time. Steris, go ahead.
Alright. I'm activating Kelsey. I can move, let's see, 35 feet.
Perfect.
And then
I'm a little sad I can't change the light element on this.
All right.
roll that twice. It sure did.
No worries. She's okay. So, energy from Creation's Forge. You deal. Oh, and they make a Fortitude save against this. Okay. So we'll take double damage from the first strike. Not looking great already. They do succeed. They will take half of this damage. Which, in fact, is no damage in this case.
Right. Okay.
So, I would say you know this spell. You know that means these are not undead.
Yeah, good to know. I was experimenting. And let's see. I used my hasted action to move. That was 2 actions to strike. I have 1 more, so I'll just try to. him prone for me, taking advantage of it. Oh. That's lucky. I rolled it multi-attack, right? I did. Okay.
Yep.
Excellent.
Let's see. This is a critical, so you can roll the critical damage if you want.
Yeah. I clicked the wrong button.
I would normally take that roll and just double it, but I have a feeling that you have some extra stuff on there, which does finish them off.
Oh, excellent. They don't even need to worry about being petrified.
Yes, they are like the other one. They are dispersed in kind of a wisp of it's multicolored smoke.
Yeah, and then Stairs will turn her attention to Turkon, who's being surrounded.
Let's see.
You keep turning on and off the lights, Isha.
Well, I figured out how to change the rules element, so.
Oh, it just keeps
Play
flicking on
Darude
and off.
Sandstorm. Play Sandstorm.
She got cornered so fast here. Okay. She will not pleased with the current situation. She's going to try to cast a spell. It does have the manipulate action, her trait. I guess she would have tried to step away here first, but I think you have reach, question mark?
Sorry, yes, yeah, I do.
Okay.
Well,
All right. She does not successfully cast blindness. You interrupt her strike, or her spell.
Oh my
Good
god.
Lord. Wipe another one out of existence.
Oh, wow.
Again, disappearing in just a puff of smoke.
Steris' brief worry was misplaced. Turkon can handle himself.
well, with the amount of criticals we didn't have those last few sessions.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We've been saving them up.
From behind a tree off to your side, Steris. You are off guard to this attack, as you were not aware of this fellow hiding, this scout hiding in the kind of behind the tree. Let's see. Get his sheet open. What the heck? All right. Okay. So he'll take a couple of quick shots at you. Okay. Okay, I see. Sorry, just wanted to make sure I knew how something worked. So he fires off just 3 quick shots in a row at you. Yeah, he hasn't activated that yet. Okay, sorry. And I assume he's going to miss everything after the first one. Sure looks that way. So he comes around the corner, a small crossbow with like a revolving set of bolts in it, and just fires off 3 shots with it at once, nearly at once, missing most of them. Emotes. Turris, go ahead.
That confirms the other thing that I was kind of worried about. I wanted to spend my turn. I don't think I still see that guy. Now that stairs.
He-
Right?
You heard bolts snapping from behind this tree. You may not see him yet. But you know where he is. He has not tried to hide again. He revealed himself making those
Right.
attacks.
I actually want to spend this first turn. I kind of want to just do a survey of the room and see if there's anything like the center altar or like these. I don't know if these are pillars or something else, or know that there's several lights here. Like, is there anything that looks like they're mechanisms or receptacles of power of some sort? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Clearly, there's something going on with this altar with the dagger. If it's still like balancing there.
Right. You can do a perception check. You can't like search the room yet because that takes 10 minutes. But
yeah.
But you can see what you see. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yeah. Basically, I just want to go. I want to see if I can find I want to identify if any of these objects are dangers, essentially.
Okay. Currently, the knife here, it does not seem dangerous. Like, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything or reacting to this combat in any way. It did flash a little when the image of Explicita spotted you all and shouted at you, and again when she disappeared. But it does not appear to be reacting to the following combat in any way.
Okay.
Something here is a little strange. Like, the terrain here is a little strange. It seems like the colors are almost more saturated than they should be. And you are like a little bit dizzy, a little bit almost sleepy upon entering. You almost had the impulse to yawn. And I don't even know if that's an impulse that tourist has very often, if ever. I should have warned you that looking around, making that perception check is going to cost an action, but you have 2 actions left.
I figured. No, I wanted to take like a full look around, not just like a,
Yeah.
I was intending to use an action. In that case, I'm still a little sketched out. I just feel like there's something here that we're missing. So while I look around, Armis is just going to move up next to Turris with Act Together. Then I'm going to use my last 2 actions. I'm going to cast Caustic Blast. I'm going to slap it right there behind the tree, because I don't know exactly where he is, but I do know he's behind the tree, so I'm going to just slap it behind the tree.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to roll to target with, with an area of effect. He does manage to kind of duck out of the way of most of the splash, but he will take half damage. And there is a little bit of a yelp of shock from the corner. Which again, you hear it, but it's also like a little bit in your head. You've done a lot of telepathic communication. Part of that yelp almost enters your brain directly, skipping your ear.
Interesting. I don't have the thing that normally ends my turn at the top.
I got it.
There it is. I found it.
Okay. You hear maybe Turkon and Steris, you see just a moment too late. This guy behind the tree, kind of like fiddling with his hand crossbow, activating something. Let's see. I don't know how to toggle this on, but that's fine. He leans out from behind the tree and he will shoot a bolt at Isha with the poison activated.
Ooh.
That's so annoying.
And I don't know if it showed this.
No.
Correct the story.
Wrong.
Correct the story.
No.
Yeah, Isha, like,
Just re-roll the
her
triggering attack.
eyes,
roll.
like, yeah.
All right.
Those like golden, like illusory sort of like sandy cloths sort of overcome her eyes, and she turns, and she like turns her hand in reverse on the bolt.
All right. You guys see that bolt, like, snap back, reload itself into the crossbow, and another shot goes off as time rewrites itself.
It almost landed on the 20.
Yeah, that's fine.
The damage roll is also much lower as it happens. Still does damage to you. I will need a... Oh, God, this poison sucks. Go ahead and roll me a fortitude save. Try to beat a 20. Real hot stuff here.
Oh no, I failed.
All right, you crit succeed. You are not affected by the lethargy poison. And that's his whole turn. Scene, go ahead.
I'm here now.
Oh my God, he's
Yay!
Okay. Do I know that there is the shootist over here? Like, do I have some idea based on like tourists attacking over there?
For you, go ahead and roll me a free perception check since you're technically like still in the stairs.
Oh, okay. Hidden.
Yes.
Get it, get it, get it, get it.
Sorry, give me one sec.
No worries.
I was trying to figure out why I couldn't get the color correct.
Yeah.
Like to match the other animation. And it's actually just because this animation is 5 times as large.
Got it.
Oh.
It's pretty wide.
Yeah, it is a 90-foot. It's light for 90 feet.
I'm glad
That's
if we ever
wild.
classical dungeon dive, we won't ever need to bring torches.
No, I'm a literal walking torch.
Here we go.
Yeah. So you can know the square of both these people. You'll see them when you see them based on lighting and whatever, but you know that they're both there. They would currently have total cover to you. Well, especially because you're in the stairwell, but
Is the cover because they're like behind something or in
Correct.
The
something?
cover is because you are in a wall. Like you are.
there is that.
Below, you are still in the stairwell, my guy.
And they're also totally behind objects right now. 2, in fact, a tree for each of them, and also the wall in the stairwell.
Okay.
Which also
If
means you
I
have
went
total cover.
here,
You
would
would
I be able to see that?
Yeah, you know what square he's in, you know where the tree is.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd be able to see him much sooner than that, but that would totally remove partial cover.
I'm going to time jump.
It sounds like it.
Do I have to go up the stairs first?
Narratively, I do appreciate going to this square first. I don't actually care, though.
Okay.
You probably have
And-
plenty of movement with 2 strides.
I think I can go here.
Yeah. And then you see him just, you're totally flanking him. He totally loses partial cover.
Okay. I think he's within. Yeah, he's within 30.
Sure is. His fortitude's garbage. He is slowed by 1 for a whole minute. Which is just really mean to a guy using a crossbow.
And I
Oh my
think
God.
that's it.
These guys have sneak I'm so dumb. It's fine.
Oh no.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, truly. Their sneak attack damage is not very good.
They're also just dying in 1 hit to Turcon.
Hey, it was 2 hits, all right? They were all primed by Scene's AoE damage.
Oh, I see. Fair.
Look at this. Look, not a 1 hit. This drow hunter trying to dance around you, trying to find an opening, and you just turn and whack. No opening needed, just slammed back the Corbin into them. This one does miss. They managed to recover and get out of the way of the backswing. Well.
He's lucky it wasn't a critical.
It sure is. Still up. Look at a little punch drunk, but they managed to bring their sword up, kind of take a breath, single-mindedly go back to their attack plan. That's looking better.
So it will take. He's taking double this.
Okay. What does this look like as you smite this ghost, not ghost?
It's the same kind of thing. Like there's just like these converging lines of light that are just sort of erupting from the environment.
Awesome.
Essentially, and it just slams down on him and incinerates him.
All right.
It is fire, actually.
So these 2 beams of light converge and blast this warrior. And once the light subsides, there is no evidence that they were ever there, just a scorched, burning spot of grass. And I think these 2 other... these rangers hiding behind the trees, they kind of like look at each other across the field and around Turcon. And they both like throw their hand crossbows aside and like step out, raising their hands in the air. And they'll say, "You have the better of us. We don't wish to die here." And as they say that last word kind of like echoes around the room. Just die here, die here, die here. And they both turn to smoke and disappear themselves.
Isha, who sort of levitates lightly off the ground during her curse, is we accept the terms of your unconditional surrender.
What was that? They want us to die here? We better kill them all.
Whatever those were, they weren't as singularly minded as I thought they'd be.
Perhaps the influence of Explicita isn't as strong. Where did she go, though?
You hear kind of a chuckling, a little bit of laughing from up in this tree. And sitting on a branch, you swear almost like phasing into view, you swear they were not sitting there before, is a feline-looking creature with purple fur and like light blue swirls kind of decorating their coat, almost matching the leaves on the trees, almost matching those patterns. And this feline is just laughing at you. Says, well, I'd say she didn't go very far. You were so eager to come up here at first. I didn't expect you'd take so long. But better late than never, I suppose. Still early enough to get done what needs to be done. And that is where we'll end session for the week.
Dagnabbit!
You have your very own Cheshire Cat, Turris.
I do have my very own Cheshire Cat.
Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you for running.
Thank you.
Every time I'm like, I don't have enough of this. I don't have enough of the dungeon done. They're gonna blast through everything I have. They're gonna get right to it. They're gonna blast through it all in like 45 minutes, and I'm gonna be screwed. not the case.
Never underestimate the power of our yap.
It's true. It's true.
Never underestimate our ability to get in our own way.
That too.
But it was like I said earlier, everything had like a purpose today, and everything was as pointed.
Because I wasn't here to derail every 10 minutes. When you said that was the first thing I thought. I was like, wow, this feels a little rude.
I'm going to be honest, Konnor. You very rarely actually do anything other than when you do stuff and derail the session like that. Does that make sense?
When you're not derailing the session, you're not derailing the session.
No, literally.
You are.
And in general, you aren't derailing the session most of the time. Like,
I would say it's not actually very common.
Yeah, I would say that there are big, ginormous moments of it just being like, what is happening? But that hasn't been for quite some time. So,
which, frankly, I'd just say you were banking it. You know?
He's definitely banking it. He's saving it all for when we go to Eden.
Oh, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
He's going to be like, how do I go talk to every previous NPC from from campaign 1? How do I do all this stuff? How do I make Mitchel talk his Solace and Isha at the same time?
Oh my god, please.
Really only... There's only like 5 NPCs from campaign 1, I swear.
I'll find them all.
That's his mission in Eden. That's his promise to keep.
I gotta Gotta print some documents.
When Tourist was talking about like the Aincrad coalition, I was like thinking in my head, oh, I know an NPC that we can get on this, get on promotion.
What do you mean Eden has the most advanced printing shop?
Yeah,
Oh.
also, who are we we're not like, you really think that we're gonna get the true Slayer of Explicita?
He has nothing better to do, okay?
What do you mean? You're telling me that in all this time that Sonus has not actually gotten better as a hero and therefore doesn't need more stuff printed?
No, he's expanded it. And Griff is now like he's like the manager of everyone who else
Oh,
who's
I
printing.
see. And you're gonna tell me that Griff
That's
just has nothing better to do. He's like, yeah, I can fit another group of heroes in my schedule.
I mean, if he's converted to a full printing empire,
This is why what's his name left Eden, because he was like Eden was becoming too big tech for him.
yeah.
It wasn't actually the golemery workshops, it was actually the printing presses.
It's like the printing press and the easy access of information. I see this is going right to Twitter, and I gotta get off the train while we're ahead.
He's going straight to Twitter. It's going to data slates and
Cody saw Elon Musk becoming a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Despite Solace's best attempts to combat big tech, blowing up printing press jobs every day. Sonus is just there rebuilding them.
No, is Sonus Elon Musk?
I fear he became Elon Musk when he was like, I delegate you to make big tech.
Oh no,
You know,
I
I
pitted
feel-
my own characters
The
against
two
each
characters
other.
are mortal enemies.
That's how you gotta do
Yeah.
it, honestly.
That's pretty sick, actually. Now you have to RP both of them fighting each other.
No, literally.
Oh god.
Gotta see it.
That would
If
be
Mitchell has to RP
a nightmare.
Unfortunately, I have more foresight than anyone else, and there's just no way, you know. Unfortunately,
no
I
way I
saw
can-
this as a thing that would be happening, and I have a lore reason as to why it can't happen. So,
Oh,
I have no memory of this place.
That makes
And-
it's okay. You were born 2 months ago. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta end stream real quick. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Thank you guys for hanging out for Pathfinder. I'm gonna send off the raid real quick. Mr. Secret Lunchbox is still live. I fear it won't be for very long, but I know that we're gonna go interrupt while he is live. So, well, it's pretty quiet in here actually. It's pretty quiet. Maybe we're just gonna end it. I'm so shy. We'll just cut it off here. Thank you again for hanging out for Pathfinder, though. I'm gonna try to be back next Tuesday with prep if I can get it off, but we'll see, because I'm trying to get Friday off as well. So it might be tricky. If not, we'll see you guys back here on Wednesday for more Pathfinder, and we'll continue this dungeon. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you all again real soon. Goodbye.